Alright, welcome to another edition of Soto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. We've got my trap ready, got food, got everything I need. I did manage to get some smaller animals. I have not found a good Rex yet. There was one that was like close to 200, but I need 240, somewhere above 230, around there. I don't really need any weak shit, you know. It's currently nighttime. Beautiful sky even without clouds. Okay. So these guys, I just killed them and take their babies because that's the only way I was able to tame them, is just taking their babies. So try to kill them and then take the baby if they have them. I do have some videos lined up. And I got several of them saved. Okay. Yeah, it's a 144. I don't need that. Oh, fuck. Oh, there's several of them. Okay, 72, 128, and 144. All suck. Man, I wish I had that level 240 from the other day. That would have been a perfect contestant. So that's just all I do. I've just been killing them all day, letting them respawn, taming whatever I could find that's decent. You know, that's all. Let's take care of these guys. I'm glad I got a better saddle. That really helps. Hopefully we'll get better levels in a little bit. Alright. Oh, this already came down. Let me get this real quick. Pearls are always good. I don't really need any of those. Okay. That was a baby right here. I want to see where it come out. That was a baby right there, a little level 40 saber tooth. I know I saw it somewhere around here. Maybe it took off. Anyway, you have to kill the babies too because they count as something that's in the area. Alright. it's alpha carno. It's too bad you can't tame these. I'd be really excited if I could. Come on. Bye-bye. Alright, let's park up here. So it killed pretty much everything of importance. Yeah, I haven't found a 240 like I did that one time. Oh my God, I wish I had made a trap and went out and tried to get it. I probably would have gotten it. Anyway, let me go ahead and start the first video. So, yeah. All right, this is Big Word the Genius, one of my favorites. The illegal migrants really are barbecuing cats and dogs. Jeez.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon.
Oh man.
I am back with another episode. Today is still Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. I thank y'all for helping my channel become a success. And you don't have to be here, but you choose to be. So I appreciate that. And I want to touch on something, right? I ain't going to talk about the debate much longer. I might do a live on it, talking about the debate, and play some clips and things like that. I might do that tonight or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I want to do a live concerning the debate. And this probably will be my last video about the debate. Something that was said in the debate that I feel like something that Trump said, which I feel like that was one of the mistakes he made, that he shouldn't have said it. It was true, but he shouldn't have said it. And I wish I could have talked to him ahead of time and said, "Hey man, don't say that. We know what's going on, but don't say it." Because they're looking for any kind of way to twist your words up, to make you look like some raving lunatic like they always have done. And it works like a charm, because they had me believing at one time he was a lunatic. I told y'all I hated Trump at one time, right? Because of the propaganda and the media. Not because something he actually did, but he was running for president, so I didn't know how he was going to be a president. I was just going based off what they was telling me. He a racist, he an idiot, he did, you know. So I know how good the propaganda machine is, because I once hated him because of the propaganda machine. For no other reason. I didn't know him like as a politician. I always knew him as Trump the businessman, Trump the celebrity. I never knew him as a racist politician that the media painted him out to be when he ran for president. Before then, he was Trump the businessman, Trump the mogul, the celebrity. Everybody loved him. That's the Trump I knew. So when he ran for president, the media turned him into the boogeyman. And I believed it. So I know how strong that media manipulation is, right? When they're against you, when they're trying to influence people's thinking. I know how strong they are. So I would have told him, don't say what he said last night. I'm gonna get to that. When he said about the Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, that are stealing people's pets, you know, dogs, cats. They're going to the parks, getting the geese and the ducks, and, you know, having dinner. And Kamala Harris looked at him like he crazy, and her supporters talking about how crazy he is. And I'm looking on Facebook, and the reason I'm making this video because that's all I'm seeing on Facebook right now. Is about how dead wrong he is and how he's lying and folks ain't doing this, that, and the other. You know, they ain't doing, you know, the city manager said it ain't true. We've debunked that story. But I'm seeing all the citizens saying it's true. The city manager saying it ain't true. Do you believe the government or do you believe the people? Since when do we believe the government now? Since when do we believe other politicians like we don't know they're lie to make themselves look good? How many times have we seen the cops do something wrong to innocent black people, unarmed black people, and then the government say that ain't what happened? The city councilman, the city government, the DA, that ain't what happened. The cop was in the right. And we're looking at the video footage of the cop dead wrong. But the officials, the city officials, come out and say the cop was right and the innocent black person was wrong. How many times have we seen that, black people? Now you want to act like city officials don't lie in order to make themselves look good. Officials, city, state, federal, whatever, will lie to make themselves look good. They're not going to make themselves look bad if they can help it. So the people in the neighborhood saying this is what's going on, and you won't listen to them, the people that actually live there. See, that's where I heard it from, not the city manager. I heard it from the people that live in these neighborhoods, making videos, asking people for help. We are being overrun by Haitian immigrants. How they get up to Springfield, Ohio, from the southern border? Okay. That's another question. Another question I want to ask y'all. Last night in the debate, when Trump said that, when Trump said about the migrants eating the pets or what have you, how did the moderator already have the fact check ready? Just a question. Normally when the fact checks happen, to see who was lying, who was telling the truth, it's normally after the debate, and then they go back and check the answers that the two candidates said to see if they were telling the truth. They normally have to wait till after the debate to do the fact check because they don't know what the candidate gonna say before they say it. How is it that these moderators already had the fact checks there, waiting for Trump to answer, and then come back with a fact check say? How they already knew to have that fact check? How they already knew to go ask about the dog, the pets being eaten, and before he even answered the question, before he even said it, they already got the fact check waiting. Well, with the fact checks, how y'all already got that wrote down and before the debate? It was rehearsed. It was manipulated. That's just my, hey, say what you want to say. Normally in any debate, the fact check comes, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't, like I said, some things I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. But normally during the debate, the fact checkers come in after the debate is over and then go back over the answers that was given and said that was a lie, that was a lie, that was a lie, when they said this, when she said that. Not during the debate. They already had the fact checks ready before the question was even asked. Like they already knew what he was gonna say. That's something I observed. But back to pets being eaten. I'm here in Mobile, Alabama. Now, first of all, let's say this. We're going to talk about culture. Different people, different parts of the world have different cultures. They eat different foods than we eat. In some cultures, they eat
Cats.
animals
Dogs.
that we don't eat. Just saying, I got to be careful what I say on here. It's animals that we don't eat over here that we have as pets that other cultures they eat, like China. In China, they have markets. Like you go to the market, where you buy your fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and stuff. They have cats and dogs for sale laid out. That's normal to them, not to us. So therefore, if that's their culture, that's what they've been eating all their life. And then they move to America, you think they're gonna all of a sudden stop eating that? Cause they're over here now? They only gonna eat what we eat, they ain't gonna eat what they've been eating all their life? So how do y'all find it far-fetched that people that have been eating those type of animals all their life, now that they're here, they ain't gonna eat them no more? How y'all find that so hard to believe that there are human beings that eat dogs and cats? Well, we know that people around the world do that. We just don't do it here. That ain't our American culture, we don't do it. Just like in some places, they look at us like we nasty because we eat cows. They don't eat cows. Like I think it's India somewhere, they don't eat cows. We eat cows. Some people look at us like we nasty and weird that we eat cows and pigs and what have you. Some people don't eat pigs. In America, we eat pigs. So in other cultures, dogs, cats, and other animals that we use as pets, some people see as food. America's a big melting pot, right? So just to show them people come from over there eating dogs and cats, they come over here, what they gonna eat? Especially you bust them out somewhere like Springfield, Missouri, where the economy is already in shambles. They don't have enough jobs for the people that was already there. Now you done flooded them with 20,000 Haitian migrants. Nowhere to work. No income except what the government giving them. But this particular town ain't got the money like New York and what have you to feed the Haitian migrants like they doing the migrants up there in New York and Chicago. So these Haitian migrants ain't getting as much money as the other migrants. I wonder why. But anyway. So therefore they gotta eat. And now they see running around here free the animals they've been eating from where they come from. Y'all find it hard to believe that they're here eating what they're eating over there. Make that make sense. They ate dogs and cats where they came from, but they ain't gonna eat them when they get here. Y'all do know that, right? I've seen documentaries, video, whatever, like China. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. They had an apartment complex called Dolphin Apartment in Mobile, Alabama. A bunch of Asian people had moved in. And used to have a bunch of stray dogs and cats running around. And you have local folks had their own pets, how you let the dog out to go walk and let your cat run around outside. Within a month's time, you didn't see no cats and dogs running around no more. They come to find out they became dinner. True story. Check it out yourself. Mobile, Alabama. They found out that all the local, like when you had stray cats and stray dogs, that went away real quick. You didn't see no stray cats, no stray dogs no more. And then people's pets started coming up missing. So, now we're going to get amnesia, act like we ain't never heard of that, like we ain't know that goes on. That people in other countries eat stuff we don't eat, and we eat stuff that other countries don't eat, depending on what culture you from. Well, now in America, you got all kind of cultures piled in on top of ours. That's why it ain't gonna work. Some people, when they get hungry enough, they'll barbecue spot. They'll barbecue Sylvester if they're hungry. Or Daffy or Donald out there floating around at the park. Oh, but now y'all know he crazy. He shouldn't have said it. That's the only thing I disagree with him about. That was the wrong place to say that. He's telling the truth. You can check it out yourself. Look it up yourself. But he shouldn't have said it. And I told y'all now, I like what he do with the economy. I think he'll get us back to work and get the jobs and everything, the economy going. That's why I support him. But I even said, he'll say something crazy. That one thing I don't like about him, he will say something crazy. We all know that. That's Trump. Somewhere down the line, no matter how many good ideas he got, he's going to say something stupid out of his mouth. And that was an example of it. He shouldn't have said that. It was true, wrong place, wrong time. It was the truth, wrong place, wrong time. So now here come the moderators and all the Harris supporters, like they don't know or haven't heard of dogs and cats being used for lunch meat, to make bologna sandwiches out of, cat sausage, Fido burgers. We ain't never heard of nothing like that. What is Trump talking about? Ain't nobody in the world do that. Don't nobody eat Fido and another cat name. What's the little brown cat? Morris. Nobody does that. Trump, you sound crazy to suggest that people from other countries, other cultures, don't look at cats and dogs the way we do. That's impossible. Nobody would dare do that. But like I said, the presidential debate stage wasn't the place for that. That's what he was wrong at. Was he lying? No. Should he have said that then and there? No. They already looking for a reason. They're looking for a reason to disqualify you. They're looking for a reason to paint you as crazy. They're looking for a reason to paint you as a racist. You don't know what you're talking about. Because they're trying to destroy this country. And you in the way, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, you in the way. Keep that in mind going forward about what you say when you're out in the public. What you say can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion when it comes to liberal media. Mr. Trump, what you say can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion when it comes to the liberal media. You got to be careful what you say. Your supporters know where you're coming from. And somebody that's independent, that's a free thinker, I know where you're coming from. But you fighting some demons right now. Demonic forces. People that can't be trusted. People that are experts at the brainwash game. Because they had me like that. People are experts at propaganda. Media manipulation. Experts at it. Anybody that's non-biased, that was watching that debate last night, can clearly see that the moderators was against Trump. They fact-checked and pushed back on him on everything he said. Not saying they weren't supposed to do that. They didn't do her not one time. She danced around questions, didn't answer questions, and they just let it slide. No fact check, no could you elaborate, could you answer the question, could you be more clear about what you, nothing. He couldn't say the sky was blue. What a fact check says it's kind of like an off blue today, Mr. Trump. It ain't all the way sky blue. They got some clouds outside. He couldn't have said nothing without them getting some pushback. It was clear as day to his supporters and independents that was watching that. All the people that thought that was a fair fight, and some of them might have not thought it was a fair fight, but they don't care as long as they feel like they winning. But we're going to find out come November. Y'all in for a rude awakening. So, maybe they are.
I don't know.
Making hamburgers.
Politics. I think politics is just complete bullshit.
Out of Morris and Butch. But I disagree with him using and saying that at a presidential debate. He was wrong for that. But hey, the same way Kamala Harris supporters, y'all heard her say some shit that didn't make no sense. Y'all don't hold that against her. I'm not gonna hold just that one thing against him when I've seen his overall body of work. His overall body of work as a president is way better than y'all body of work, Kamala and Mr. Biden. So, there you have it. Get it, got it, good, bye.
Goddamn. Big ward, man. That's different. Oh, this guy made like a part 2 to his homeless guide.
This is the fastest way to generate.
So, are you serious? Those things are just bullshit. These little machines. You can't get something for nothing. There's like a law of diminishing returns where when you put something into a system to get power out, it doesn't allow you to do that. It'll drain some other way. And you'll get less out than when you put in. The only way you can have perpetual motion and it works is if something goes in and like 3 or 4 times comes out. And that'll cover the law of diminishing returns. And there's no such system. There is one concept, but I've never seen it happen. I probably never will. But anyway, that's all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go over that. Alright, this guy's name is Freedom Seeking Case.
What's going on YouTube? Back with another video for you guys. In this video I want to talk about
Homeless Survival Guide, How to Stay Safe, Life Lessons from the
Homeless Survival Guide Part 2. You guys love Part 1, so let's get straight into Part 2. So let's say you have maybe about a week until you're going to get evicted. And you're saying, you know what, I need a little bit more tips so I can prepare to be homeless. The first tip I have for you is layer up your clothes. And this doesn't matter if you're in the winter, it doesn't matter if you're in the summer. You want to layer up your shirt, you want to layer up your pants or your sweatpants, you want to layer up your sock, you want to layer up your hat. Even if you have a rain hoodie or a rain jacket, because it rains and you're going to need something to protect you from that. All elements. Doesn't matter if it's rain, doesn't matter if it's hot, doesn't matter if you're cold. And the reason why I say you want to layer up is because it gets very, very cold at night, especially if you're sleeping on the ground or sleeping in a tent. It can get very cold. So you want to make sure that you don't need to carry a big blanket around. You can just have your hoodie or you can have your shirt or whatever. And if you're in the south and it's really hot, you can go up north. If you're in the north, you can come down south. It's all up to you. Whatever climate you're in, whatever you can do, you want to make sure that you have the proper clothing for whatever situation that you're in. The second tip I have for you is study your area. If you're in a small town, you know, maybe 5,000 people, go to a bigger town. You want to go to a big city, go to a big town with 50,000. Or if you're in the 50,000, you want to go to a bigger town with 80,000, and etc., etc. The reason being is the bigger the town is, the bigger the city is, you get more services, you get more help. For example, a small town can have 2 shelters while a big city have 16 shelters. Now, I'm not saying you need to go to a shelter, but you can also have different services there, whether it's going to be food, whether it's going to be churches, mosques, whatever. A lot of people help the homeless people. Don't think because you live somewhere and it's a small town or it's a big city they won't help homeless. They will help the homeless, but the more the population is, the more help you will get. The third thing is, let's say you're still preparing for homelessness. You're saying, I need more tips. Make sure you have a phone and a burner phone, or you can just have one phone with one charger. The reason why I'm saying the burner phone is because something might happen to your original phone. You're out on the streets. There's a lot of crazy people, even maybe the police will message you or something, things can get stolen, but make sure you have at least one phone and one charger so you're able to have tips, you're able to watch YouTube videos, you're able to have a job call you. Let's say you apply to jobs on your phone. It doesn't matter if it's a piece of crap Android. A phone is a phone, a charger is a charger, as long as it works, as long as you can make phone calls and you can get job opportunities like that. And if you can really prepare enough, make sure you have a phone charger. So let's say you're walking a couple of miles and your phone's about to die. You have, you know, the solar regular portable charger. I'll probably put a picture up to show you what I'm talking about. But you plug in your phone, you plug it in the portable charger, and it'll charge it right there. It's portable, so all you got to do is just have it on you, make sure it's fully charged so you'll be able to charge your phone. Now let's say your 3 days is up or your week is up and you're finally put on the street. Your landlord kicked you out, right? The first thing you want to do is stay away from the other homeless people. And the reason why I'm saying you want to stay away from the other homeless people, a lot of them are crazy, a lot of them need mental health, and a lot of them are on drugs. A lot of people who become homeless, they're not on drugs. They get on drugs when they become homeless and stay around the other homeless people. Because let's say you never smoked crack before, you did crack, right? And then you get on the streets and you're on the street for 2 months and you're saying, oh, I can't deal with this pain, I need something to kill this pain. And another homeless person who does crack give you crack, and you do crack. And then you do crack again and again. You get addicted to it. Now you're a crackhead. So the reason why I'm telling you is stay away from the other homeless people who are all bunched together, because it's like crabs in a barrel mentality sometimes. Some of them will rob each other, hurt each other, cuss each other out. And if you think I'm lying, you can literally search this up on YouTube. A lot of them will actually hurt each other. So just trying to stay away, stay quiet, go in the woods or go somewhere where it's just you. And if you do find a friend, make sure it's a trustworthy friend. Another tip, I actually saw this homeless lady does this. She said she sleeps during the day in like public areas where there's cameras, near the police station and public parks. She sleeps during the day and she walks at night. And the reason doing it is because a lot of creeps come out at night. We all know what they say around what happened after midnight. Whatever happened after midnight is nothing good. So don't sleep during the night. You want to sleep during the day so at nighttime you're up. And while you're at nighttime, you can find a peaceful spot somewhere on a rooftop or something in a abandoned building, and you can just do your own little thing. And then when daytime comes, that's when you sleep. Because think about it. If somebody hear you screaming at 1 o'clock in the morning at night outside, you think most likely you're going to get that much help compared to if somebody was attacking you 2 o'clock in the afternoon in broad daylight where a bunch of people are walking? People are going to help you more in the daylight, and you're going to be able to be safer in the daytime. Now let's say you have a little bit of money, but you don't want to spend all your money on a hotel or maybe a motel. This is going to be kind of weird, but you can try a hostel. A lot of travelers around the world, they use hostels. Hostels can be about $6 a night, $10 a night, $12 a night, $20 a night, and it's all different. But a hostel is way more cheaper than a hotel compared to a hotel. And the reason why I'm saying these small prices is because some of these hostels, you have to share bunk beds with other people, you have to be with other people, and sometimes these other people can be as weird as well. But sometimes shelters are all filled up and maybe you have $20 for the night, so you can give a hostel a try. I never been in a hostel myself, but I actually heard you meet a lot of different travelers there, and you meet a lot of explorers there, and a lot of different characters from all over the world that will stay at certain hostels. Another tip, let's say okay, you have little to no money. What you can do is try to sell items. So let's say you have $7, right? You buy a case of water. The case of water has 24 bottles in it. You paid $7 for the water, right? You go around and you sell the waters for $1 each. You're gonna make a little bit more money back, and that's what you can do instead of, just sitting on the corner and begging, because sometimes begging will bring negative energy. People will throw stuff at you, cuss at you, saying, go get a job, you bum. Oh, you're young enough to work. A lot of angry, emotional people would just downplay you, downgrade you, and trying to make you feel like you're nothing when you just sit on the side of the road and you beg with a sign and stuff like that. Or what you can do if you have a talent, a lot of dudes do this, I see it, they will start playing an instrument, a guitar or the drums, and they'll have a sign up and saying, I play, can you give me $1? And they'll just start playing. I remember seeing this one time. It was at a Winn-Dixie. This guy, he came there with a stroller and everything, and he had a little guitar and he was playing, and people were going over there in the parking lot. They were giving him money. Now, did the cops get on him for loitering? Yes, the cops did get on him, but you can also do that. Use your talent. You can dance on the street. If you've ever been in New York City, you see a lot of dance groups. They'll put their hat right there. They'll put the thing, they'll put the sign there, and then they'll dance, and you tip them. Doesn't matter if it's a quarter, doesn't matter if it's $1. When you're on the streets, anything counts. So those are two things you can do. You can buy items and sell it for a little bit more profit, or you can use your talent and you can make a little bit of extra change. Now, you can beg on the street. You can say, hey, I need $1, or you can make up some excuse, or oh, I'm hungry or something. But also, one thing I heard is if you put God bless on the sign, a lot more people will actually feel sorry for you and give you something. You say anything's help, God bless. Or even if you make a sign that says I will work, people will actually call you if you put a number on the sign or whatever. They're like, okay, I'll give you a job. You come over to my company, you work for 10 hours, and I pay you $10. $10 an hour and something like that. Now, one of my last tips I'm going to give you, I know a lot of you don't want to do this, but hear me out, because I used to work at Burger King, so I know what I'm talking about. If you want a job, work at a restaurant. It doesn't matter if it is a Wendy's, a Burger King, a mom and pop store, a small restaurant. The reason why you want to work at a restaurant, hear me out, you can get free food. Whether you can want to sneak it, whether you want to ask the manager. Well, for me, I asked my manager. My manager was just like, yeah, we're going to throw the food out anyway. And at nighttime, you get all that free food. I'm talking about you can eat fries, you can eat burgers, you can eat chicken. It doesn't matter, whatever it is, because you work at a restaurant, the food has to be thrown out anyway. This is overnight food. So you just ask your manager, hey, Miss Manager, can I eat this? Can I have this since we're going to throw it out? Yeah. Now, if your manager is an a-hole and whatever, well, just sneak and eat the food, because I'd rather have somebody who's hungry eat the food instead of seeing the food go in the garbage and be wasted. So the reason why I'm telling you is to apply to restaurants. Number one, they'll take anybody. Doesn't matter if you're a felon, doesn't matter if you have a misdemeanor or whatever, they will take you as long as you're willing to work. Number two, when you work at a restaurant, you don't have to be a waitress or a waiter. You can work in the back and be a dishwasher, or you can cook the food. So you don't even have to interact with other people if you're socially awkward. And number three is, it's a restaurant job. You can have two restaurant jobs. Let's say you work 8 hours here, then you work 8 hours there, or you work 6 hours there, you work 6 hours there. Restaurant jobs they're easy when it's like slow down time. Like when it's peak time is not easy, but when it's slow down time, it's the easiest job ever. So those are my little tips for you, a lot of you, because times is hard, people. I know a lot of more people are going homeless. They have a housing crisis, rent's going crazy. A lot of people are getting kicked out. Landlords is raising rent. Like rent here in like Florida where I'm living, you can get a 1-bedroom. No, excuse me, you can get a 3-bedroom for about $1,050, and that was about 5 years ago. Now it's for a 3-bedroom, $1,500. So it went up $450. You see what I'm saying? Renting and pricing and housing and just everything is just it's just crazy. And it's even getting so bad, we're starting to see tent cities here in Florida and Tampa. If you guys search it up on the news, tent cities and small house communities and stuff, because everyone is going homeless. Miami has a problem as well. It seems like back then it was just New York and California that I have a homeless crisis, but now it's Florida, Texas, Georgia. It's gonna be all over the U.S. soon. So I know times are hard, people. All I'm saying is keep your head up, don't give up, keep God first, keep praying. Your situation will get better. There's plenty of people who were homeless and they got out of it. Just keep working hard. My heart really goes out to y'all. I know how it is. The struggle is real. Keep pushing. Join my Discord if you need somebody to talk to, if you just need a little motivation, or if you even just want to rant about your story. My Discord will be in the description. You can join it and you can talk there. But that's what I really got to say for this video. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. I know the video has been very, very slow lately. I've been going through a little rut in my life, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure you stay humble. Make sure you stay positive. Please make sure you stay safe, and peace out.
Sorry, I was on mute. My apologies. I had to go to the bathroom, but I'm back. So anyway, and that's excellent advice. I missed some of it, but I was just saying, if you're a manager and you know you're going to throw food out, wait till the end of the day and ask your employees if they want it. You know, don't be a shithead or a dick. Don't just throw out good food, especially since it's just like a little old. Ask them to see if they want it. You know, don't waste fucking food, man. There are people starving in the world. They're just fucking starving to death, and you're wasting food, throwing good food away, or at least passable food. You know, give it to the homeless, give it to somebody. And some businesses like bakeries, any any stuff that's left over that can't keep for the next day or they can't sell to their customers for whatever reasons, you could always just give it away to the homeless. Homeless shelters will take anything you give them. They'll take that food and they'll pass it around. Yeah. Anyway. I haven't found any good levels. I was hoping I'd be able to get it, but lag. Stupid lag. Uh, 144. Damn. Is this a fish? Are you a fish, dude? Dude, that was a fish. I thought it was a rock. I honestly thought it was a rock. Yeah, it's best not to waste food, especially if you're a restaurant manager. And you can donate it to a shelter. Just say, hey, do you want this? You want that? There was several people know the time that like Churchy's Chicken gets rid of their mashed potatoes because they have mashed potatoes pre-made in some cases. But they'll give away mashed potatoes and biscuits and whatever's left over to anybody that asks. You know, they just talk to the people there and they'll give it to you at the end of the day when they're going to close shop. You know, it just the idea of wasting food in this day and age pisses me off beyond all belief. I really, really fucking hate that. I've always hated people wasting food. I don't throw food away unless I really can't handle it. If I really can't handle whatever the fuck it is, then I'll pass. I'll let somebody else have it, or I'll have to toss it. Or if anything, I'll give it to the animals. The animals will probably eat it. Like right now, somebody gave me some cans of salmon. And it's canned salmon. It's cooked already. You just have to, you don't have to even debone it. Technically, you could just mix up the bones and eat it that way. But I don't like bones. So I'm going to take the bones out. But I'm going to take that salmon and I'm going to try to eat it and see how it tastes and all that. And if I don't like it, I'll feed it to the cats. The cats will eat that shit. I'm sure of it. They have no problem. Hell, to them, that's a great meal. You know? The cats will love the cans of salmon. Either way, I'm not wasting the food. You know what I mean? I don't believe in wasting food. But anyway, we're at 43 minutes. Do another video. Thumbs up to the gentleman. Let's see. No. I'm experiencing. Okay. So this is Sage Wanderer.
Sage Wanderer here.
He is experiencing massive demonic backlash after he talked about angels and demons and all the other shit last video. Now he's getting some backlash. Yeah, they don't like you talking, exorcist. They don't like you talking, exorcist. I'm serious. Those things don't like that. Anyway, 15 minutes. Here we go.
Here, addressing the sheep
Sage
pen.
Wanderer.
So, a week ago, I delivered a sermon on how to build a hedge of thorns of protection, a ring of fire of God's protection around you, how to extend it to your extended family, how to teach them, and the importance of teaching them to build their own protection against the demonic. And I suffered backlash from this from this sermon. And all I can say is that you know you're over the target when you receive flack, right? After I delivered that sermon, all hell broke loose in the lives of nearly everyone I love that does not already have this established ring of fire. So my sister's okay. I'm personally okay. But everybody I love has come under an immediate demonic attack. That one group of loved ones, a child got assaulted at a family gathering, and a melee broke out, and a riot broke out over it, and it was horribly traumatic for all of them. And at least one of them is probably going to go to jail. They didn't get arrested. They got out ahead of the cops. The one that hit the baby.
Oh shit! Is that an alpha?
So.
Oh, it's an alpha rex.
That whole thing happened, tore their lives apart. My mother nearly died in a completely unrelated area in Oregon. She got to death's door, and I got calls that this is it. She's going home to be with the Lord. And I made a prophetic statement that my mother is going nowhere until Jesus returns, or until she gives up on that idea, because she's waited her whole life for the second coming, and she's not going to miss it because of a massive infection. She got a massive infection, had to have emergency surgery. Everyone thought she was a goner, and I made a prophetic statement. I said, she's going to get a round of antibiotics after this surgery. She's going to bounce back overnight and want to go home so she can get back to her job. Yes, my mother's still working at 91 because she wants to. She's just tough as nails. Everyone had written her off as dead, and I got word from the family yesterday. But the combination of these events, this chaos that erupted around everyone I know that hasn't already established that ring of fire and hedge of thorns of protection for themselves, that the devil just went after them because of that sermon. What was so important about that sermon, you know, our whole world right now is wrestling with control. The devil's trying to control the entire world. In times past, there was 5% of the people that were evil and had sold their soul to the devil, and 95% of people were good. And in my lifetime, that has come down to about 50-50. And I've said before on this channel, if we don't do something as prayer warriors, if we don't do something as spiritual warriors, if we don't take up the armor of God and fight against the devil and build these rings of fire and hedge of thorns of protection around our families, if we don't circle the wagons, if we don't organize, if we don't pray, preach and pray, the devil's going to win. We are in a pitched battle right now. It's reflected in every area of society. But I had to take this entire week off because I've been dealing with one punch after another from the enemy. But like I told you when I preached that sermon, the devil can't touch me. So he's gone after everyone I love and care about. And it's been traumatic. And the people that were staying here because of everything that's happened in their life are not here right now. I hope they might come back. But right now, they've all scattered to the wind and taken little man and Jazzy with them. And so, yeah. I took a 1-2 punch, not directly, but through the people I love, just like I explained. And I should have known it would happen. I was praying against it. I expected it. It was just way bigger than I expected it. It was just way more dramatic than I expected it. I didn't expect it to explode like this with everyone. The only one that's untouched by this is my sister, because she has her own ring of fire and hedge of thorns that she maintains around her and her family. And if we don't all learn to do this, the devil can reach out and touch you nowadays anytime he wants. He can just reach out and turn your life upside down. He can make you the victim of a violent crime of opportunity. He can make you, the things the devil can do to you if you don't have that protection are innumerable, because there's no greater protection in the world. You know, we've not seen times like this since the times of Jesus. That right now, the devil's about to gain 51% toehold. When he gets 51% of the control of the souls of this earth, then he will take over this planet, and he will hunt the good. He will hunt down good people. He will hunt down Christians. He will hunt down people that protect the innocent. And he will destroy us all one by one if we don't band together and keep the balance of power of good versus evil balanced towards the side of good. We cannot let that 51% power of the devil to get control of this earth, because with it he can use it to destroy us. Use the very power of the earth to destroy us. Use our own people to destroy us. It's imperative that you learn how to build these personal protections. And it's why the devil made a mistake. The devil made a mistake in coming after the people I love, because the reverse of what he wanted to happen is going to happen. Yes, he got a temporary win. I lost an entire week of work between all of these outside forces coming against me and against these other people. Not me. I'm gold, right? I'm in God's protection. And it's because I maintain that level of protection. And as much as I tried to put it around the people that I love, they are not yet able to have their own level of protection. They've not built their own ring of fire of protection. They've not learned to do their own praying. And I'm not going to quit praying this, because it's not just possible, it's the only thing we can do. If we do not build up a response to this demonic takeover in our country and in the planet worldwide, if we don't stand up against evil, and not by starting a war, not by putting more armed people and policemen on the street. I mean, yes, there's benefits to some degree of a physical response, but there better first be a spiritual one. That any physical attempt to stop the devil is just going to add to the mayhem. It's just going to add to the destruction. Just like that little kid getting hit in this situation I was talking about was awful, right? But their beatdown of the person who did it turned into a multi-person riot. A genuine bona fide rumble. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I wasn't going to try to break it up, and all I did was scoop up little man and get him out of there and call the popo. Right? And then once the police were called, they all scattered to the wind. And it was a crazy event, right? And so, if you're going to fight the devil, be prepared for the devil to try to destroy you. If you follow the instructions of this channel, you can defend yourself. Defending other people who are not partnering with you and defending themselves spiritually, they're going to be vulnerable. But this is a war. And if we don't stand up and defend our planet, the devil's going to take it over. So I'm going to continue preaching on this. I'm going to develop this. I've been incapacitated for a whole week, but the smoke was cleared. My mom's going to get out of the hospital. As much as I miss those folks, they're off figuring things out for themselves, and I've got the place to myself right now, and I'm going to try to get refocused to continue to deliver content for this channel and continue to do what I can to kick the devil in the teeth and put an end to this demonic onslaught. We have to fight and push it back. We have to push it back, push them way back. Push them back. That's what we have to do. We have to push back the powers of darkness.
Oh, wow.
And this is the method. By developing personal self-defense against the demonic and then spreading that. So making it spread like a virus. Make it spread like joy. Right? We have to destroy the works of the devil, and we're going to do it one soul at a time. And I'm going to continue to teach you how to do this. But know, for every step you take, there's going to be a counterattack.
Wow. And
you have to be ready for it. But if you have your defenses up, you can be untouchable. But it's harder to protect those around you. But that can be done as well. And we have to work at it. We have to build it. We have to build a network. We have to build a spiritual militia of prayer warriors. When World War II broke out, yes, we know what the men of America did, how they gave their lives to push back fascism. But what we fail to recognize is that what really won that war was a network of prayer warriors, mothers praying for children, wives praying for husbands, children praying for their parents, right? Old men praying for their children, for their sons and grandsons, praying against that great evil of fascism. It was a prayer warrior. It was prayer warriors that won that war as much as it was a physical war to defeat fascism. We can't defeat the devil like that right now because we are weak. You know, Christians are the tip of the spear in the spiritual warfare. We're at the head of this fight. But the tip of the spear has become dull because we don't pray anymore. I encourage you to pray. And I encourage you to build your spiritual self-defenses. Put on the full armor of God, so you can stand in that evil day. And one thing I can tell you, these days are about as evil as it gets, and it's just getting worse. So that's the future of this channel. We're going to talk about and expose how it's getting worse, what's going on in the physical realm, spiritual answers for it, political answers for it. We have to respond to this demonic onslaught. It's gone beyond just the exorcist being overwhelmed now. It's in the headlines. If you listen to anything except those stupid propaganda channels that they call news these days, if you go out and find real news, you'll see the devil's on a rampage, roaring hunting people like a roaring lion, destroying lives, tearing people apart, because he seeks to get control of this earth. And when he does, everything good will be hunted until there's nothing left of it. We can't let the devil get control. We have to turn the tide. And we do this through spiritual warfare. And I'm going to continue to preach on this channel, spiritual warfare. But I'm kind of wounded right now and I need a break. As soon as I can get my focus back on point, I'll be back with the next installment on this and the next installment on Political Soup. And I know I owe you guys a coffee talk, and it's all coming. But the devil stole a week from me. And a lot of times the devil can use other people to break your heart. Nothing happened to you, but you got your heart broke because of things that happened around you. And that sermon was meant to teach you how to prevent that. But when you open up and let other people in, that, you know, even if they're related, you let other people into your circle, their demons come with them. And that's what happened. And of course the devil always goes after the weak. So my mom is 91, so he's like, hey, I'm gonna take away your adopted family and kill your mom this week, the devil says. But fail, didn't kill my mom. And I still think there's hope for the relationship with me and little man's family, because ultimately we were kind of on the same side. I just man, I went into Papa Bear mode, and I was legally justified in doing it according to the police, even though they didn't like it much, all of them collectively on both sides of that fight. I won't apologize for looking out for a child. I may lose the opportunity to be a part of his life, but at least for one night he was safe. I stayed up all night, stood guard over him to make sure of that, put that hedge of prayer out over him while he slept. And yeah, it's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week. But the Bible tells us when evil rises up like a flood, that he'll raise up a standard against it. And I'm here to be one of those standard bearers and build up an army of disciples who will stand in as prayer warriors against this demonic takeover of our world. Whether this is the end times or just the end of an empire, it doesn't matter, because if it's the end times, I want to go out fighting. I want to go out praying. I want to go out standing on the promises of God. And if this is just another fall of a empire, well, I'm going to ride it out and rise from the ashes and help rebuild our society if I live long enough. All right, we'll see you next time here on the Sheep Pen. Don't forget to support the channel. Even though I'm having struggles, More than ever, I need help financially to pay the bills around here, so please keep your offerings coming, and I'm going to be back in the saddle as soon as I can. All right, we'll see you next time.
All right. Yeah, that's what happens. Whenever you put your thing out, you make a wave like that, you disrupt his plans, those things' plans. Yeah, they're going to come fuck with you. Hell yeah. They're going to fuck with you. Yeah, they don't like it when you stick your nose in their business. They don't like it when you say things that disrupt the flow of their little network or whatever you want to call it. Come on, it should be going down soon. Come on, dude, you're a 200, not a 240. Dude. There we go. Alright, so he'll be taming up. And let's see. Oh, well, it's been an hour and 1 minute. Yeah, but that's the way it is. When you're in the faith, you get attacked. I got demon possessed, and I'm telling you, it's a real thing. It's completely energetic, so you think that it's you, but it's not you. And you believe that, what's this? You believe it's you, but it's not you. It's these other emotions and this other consciousness that's playing games with your existence, you know. They're puppeteering you, basically. And that's really what happens. You're being puppeteered. No, I can kill that one. It's male alpha 16. Male 16. So I can kill all these. A lot of alphas. Been a lot of alphas all day today. For one reason or another. Yeah, the alpha is just wasting a slot. So I have to get rid of it just so I can get that slot back. All these alpha, I don't really need them. What I could do is try to breed another bird or bring another bird over here to try to get it leveled and just put the saddle on it. The problem, every time they eat, they heal. So that bird just fed this guy and healed him up a little. Hopefully I can get him. It's only level 16, but it's an alpha. Alphas are usually... I'm running out of fucking stamina. Get some stam back. Come on. Even if I get locked inside, I know I can kill him. He's so close to death. And the saddle's good. The saddle's like almost 100 points. So. Come on, fucker. The saber tooth is almost done. So is this guy. Okay, did I get the... Yeah, I got the Alpha Rex trophy. Cool. Well, if I got the trophy, I pretty much got everything else that was with it. Alright, so... I don't have much to say. Everybody is in a state of spiritual warfare, whether they believe it or not. The energy is still there. The energy to fuck with people on the planet. It's still there. Whether you admit it or not, whether you feel it or not, whether you agree or not, it's there. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that another 200, hey. Okay. Alright. Damn, why can't they give me a 240, man? I'm going to see if I can tame it outside. Might be able to get it. One more, I think. Okay. Fuck you. Did you see that shit? Down, fucker. Gotcha. Finally. Jeez. Alright, hopefully nothing will come and eat them. I'm glad. Very little is on this side of the island. I don't know why, but it's always very little on this side and a shitload on the other. Which is great for building a base here if you wanted to do that, I guess. Let's see. They're both 200. Oh, man. Let's go watch that guy before something manifests over there. Normally I try to get them on the mountain over there. That's why I made a taming pen over there, but sometimes with the new environment, it's hard to see them. Now they have gizmos that allow you to track animals, but you know, I don't know. I saw it's kind of steampunk-like. I like the old thing where you could just get a set of coordinates to find the animal. You don't have to worry about looking at indicators or anything. Let's take a look at the video. Hopefully nothing will come up and bite my ass. And give him a like. Thank you, Sage. That's right.
Baby boomer.
All right. I've hit rock bottom. Truck driver maxed out credit cards and dislikes his kids and girlfriend. It'd be nice to live on a boat if I could swim well and had a boat.
What's up, YouTube, man? Back with another video. We out here at the park. Just came over there from by Dairy Queen, man. Took that footage of the cars and whatnot. Hey, man, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, or you like the comment, or like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you alerted every time I drop. That's how you can stay in the know on when I go on my rants and when I give out valuable information. Well, guys, I just got a comment on one of my videos that I think is spelling the end of everybody's way of thinking in 2025. I think in 2025, are we giving up? If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this comment right here. Dude say he got 5 kids, he got a trucking job he don't like, and he got a girlfriend he don't like, and he been trying to stay down his whole life, and it hasn't got him nowhere. So now he's doomsday spending. He's maxing out his credit cards. He's like, hey, I can't take it with me. I might as well blow all, max out all my amounts. So I'm assuming bro got a house. I'm assuming he got everything he needs because he'll never be able to get it again once he maxed out all them cards. And call me crazy, but I think he's serious. That's not trolling. He sound like he's serious. And do you think that there is a lot of people in America like him that are going to be thinking like this in 2025? Do you think people are giving up and throwing in the towel and they're just going to say the hell with it, screw it, I'm going to max out all my credit cards and live how I want to live, the hell with my credit report, the hell with personal debt, the hell with trying to qualify for a mortgage or having a good credit score, the hell with it. Other countries don't care about it, so why we got to worry about it in America? And I'm want to know, you guys let me know, how do you feel like 2025 is going to go? Are you going to give up in 2025, or are you going to buckle down, get out of debt, and you're going to refocus your mind, retrain your mind to say, hey, this stuff is going to turn around. Let me be ready for when it turns around, when I can go buy me a truck, when I can go buy me a house, when I can put my kids through college, when I can live successfully, take trips with my significant other. Do you think it's going to change over, or do you going to be like, man, screw this, I'm finna ball out, I'm finna kill myself in 5 years, you know, pause, don't do that, guys, do not do that. You know, all you guys, when I say that, not literally, that means, are you just gonna just kill off your lifestyle, your career? You're just gonna just have a 400 credit score in 2025? Is life really that bad? I don't think life could be that bad, guys, because you woke up today breathing, your kids are alive, you know, if your parents are alive, God bless them. But you woke up today because you're watching this video. And I don't understand, how do you get to the point where you just want to give up? Because at the end of the day, you put yourself in that situation, bro. Whoever you are, I hope you watch this video. You know, you don't have to be with that girl. You know, you can go make more money outside of trucking. If you're not making enough in your trucking job, you got to live off your credit cards, go get you a side hustle, bro. Like, you think something's going to be handed to you. I just did a video on that, too. You guys complain, and you think life is going to be all peaches and cream, or somebody going to just catapult you to the top. Hell no. You got to grind, you got to grind, you got to grind. But to sit there and say you're going to do doomsday spending and you just giving up, you've been staying down your whole life, you ain't got nowhere, bro. You ain't stayed down your whole life. I'm here to tell you. Okay, I don't know you. I don't know where you from. I don't know your situation. But you got 5 kids, bro. Nobody told you to leave it in. That's unpaused. Nobody told you to have 5 kids, bro. At the end of the day, you did that. Nobody told you to be with that girl that you don't like. You probably staying in her house because she's paying the bills. You can't support yourself with this your trucking money. Your fault. So when people say stuff like that, you got to take the whole totality of the story and the situation and the context before you just feel sorry for somebody. You got to say, damn, well, how did he get there? How did he get to this point to where he's that miserable, he's doomsday spinning, and he's just going to give up on 2025? Do you guys check your 401k? Do you guys buy stock? Do you guys have high interest savings accounts? Do you guys even Google and educate yourself instead of asking YouTube or asking me or asking somebody? No, do your due diligence, get off your ass and get your life together, man. I promise you, life is not that bad for you to start doomsday spinning at this point. And he sound like he probably young, probably in his 40s or 30s, guys. But you got 5 kids, bro. Hey, you made them kids. They ain't just get here from the store, dropped off at your front door, and now your life is messed up. No. Where they mama at? If they not with your girlfriend. But that's crazy that we got people out here that think like that and think like him to feel like you want to give up. Are we giving up? I'm giving up? Hell no. You know, I couldn't believe somebody would even type that. That ain't even nothing to play with, bro. Like this for, you know, like, you know, real talk, bro. I think people just need to hold on a little while longer. You know, I think people just gotta just let this stuff play out how it's gonna play out. You know, I did that video the other day that's going crazy right now. 10,000 views, stupid comments about the illegal migrants and how they're affecting the trucking and freight industry. And a lot of people are very opinionated in the comments. A lot of people agree with me. A lot of people try to make political, which I try not to, but whatever, y'all take it and run with it. Hey, y'all like it, I love it. Keep engaging with me. I love that. Even if it's negative, I love it. I think it's gonna be a big shift in the country, guys. I think.
You think so?
It can't get no worse than this because it's already bad. I think a correction will happen at some point, to the point where, you know, it will rectify itself. You know, I see a lot of people losing their condos and townhomes in Florida now because the insurance assessments are so high. People are retired on fixed incomes. They got to go back to work. They got to sell their house that they paid off because they can't afford the assessment. And you got to keep insurance to live in the building. And people are having to go back to work because people don't have that money saved. They're on a fixed income. You know, we got truck drivers just abandoning trucks now. You remember that video about the whole American wasteland where the trucks is being abandoned? Dudes literally left their truck there and never came back. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a video on whose truck is this. We're gonna call and we're gonna research how to find who parked that truck there. But that's all, man. If you giving up, drop a comment below. Let me know you giving up in 2025. If you're not gonna give up in 2025, you drop a comment below as well. And let me know that you still gonna rock out and you gonna stay down and you gonna push through the negative times. But we finna get about this rain. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Looks like I'm not the only one with the idea. Come here and tame shit. Okay, 120. Nah, they're not worth keeping. I'm out of stam. Actually ran out of stam. Now, Ravagers, looking at the text there, are some of the best animals. I love Ravagers. I wish I could go ab right now and get some. But I want to see if I can do more stuff here. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I was gonna come back to get that drop pod, but the guy came in and beat me to it. You guys see that? He came in and beat me to it. That's the way it is. Competition. Just like that beautiful girl didn't have the courage to ask her out. Well, you know what? She probably married somebody that did ask her out, and I got screwed. You know, could have had kids, could have been a daddy, a real daddy, not a cat daddy. Not a kitty cat daddy, no. As much as I love that. Anyway, I'm going to go back to base and square up here. Yeah, this... people are always going to go into a panic whenever there's a depression or any kind of major event like a world war. They're going to get suicidal. They're going to panic. They're going to let the fear get to them. You know, that happens in the real world. People get hurt and they start to quit. They quit on their families. They quit on themselves. You know, some of the pressures in this life, in my opinion only, have been completely fucking unwarranted, unnecessary, and absolutely fucking insane. Some of the shit I've gone through has proved to me that people fundamentally don't give a flying fuck about anything I or anybody else has to say. I mean, it's obvious. It is obvious. Okay? Get rid of all this shit. You got so much shit here. Ah, fuck. Don't need all that. Just keep one. Gotta get all that done too. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, that in there. That sucks up a lot of space. And the rest of this, put this here. Doesn't really matter. I get that bug repellent in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this shit away and relax, continue doing some shit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Just to reflect on the last video, gentleman said he wanted comments on the subject. I've hit rock bottom. Truck driver maxed out credit cards. He likes his kids, girlfriend. He's talking about somebody else giving testimony. And it's basically people that they feel like shit, so they're venting it and they're just putting it into words. And he reads that, he sees that, I see it, and I'm like, well, he seems like he's going through hell. But the thing is, when hell comes, you better be prepared to pay the fucking debt. If not, you're fucked, you know? That's why I just, I put it in the Lord's hands, as they say. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that was Travel Trucker. And I'll go back here. I'll end the video over here in the game. And thank you for watching. All right. Take care.